Hello, my name is David Glabais. I'm the General Sales Manager here at Campus Honda. One of the things we really pride ourselves on is obviously our Honda product. I was going to point out a few things to you about the Honda brand that maybe you didn't know and isn't quite obvious when you're looking on the website and maybe looking at some of the products that you might be interested in with the Honda product. One thing that's really important for Honda is something that's called Blue Skies for Children. It's an initiative they started back in the 60s, and it's very important that Honda builds a product that is good for the environment, that is a product that is sustainable, a product that, you know, more than anything, consumers want to own because they know that it comes from a good place. So many of the products that we make are really designed to be as efficient as possible. In fact, one of the things that is great about Honda is that amongst the car brands in Canada that produce cars, we have a lineup that produces the least amount of CO2 emissions, and that is pretty high regards considering we have only 3 hybrids in our lineup. So that says to me that the engines that we build are very efficient and do the job that we expect them to do from Honda, being the world's largest engine manufacturer. A lot of what Honda does is very focused on making sure that we're utilizing everything we possibly can. In fact, the Honda lineup is up to 90% recyclable as a manufacturing company, which is very something. It's very impressive, and we're very proud of it, of course. Along with that is our factories. For example, our Honda factory here in Canada at Alliston, Ontario, is listed as a zero waste facility. That means that everything that can possibly be recycled there is no waste coming out of that factory. So again, a very big point of pride, especially since that is a factory that produces the Civic and the CR-V for us here in Canada. A couple of other points with the engines. Again, being the world's largest engine manufacturer comes with a lot of responsibility to make sure that we're building these engines as efficiently and environmentally friendly as we possibly can. One of the benefits to having such a great lineup when it comes to efficiency are the little things that Honda does to help the consumer. In all of our automatic models, we have a button that's called Econ Mode. By pressing this button, you have the ability to reduce the amount of fuel you're using by cutting back on the air conditioning system, dialing back a little bit on how reactive the cruise control system is, dialing back a bit on the accelerator pedal so it's not quite as aggressive, also delaying the shifts between the different shifts in the transmission. All of these things are working together to increase your fuel economy from anywhere from 5 to 7% depending on how you're driving. So it's little things like that which make such a big difference. Another item that comes up with these cars as well that again helps the consumer at home is called Maintenance Minder. Maintenance Minder is built into all of our new Hondas that lets the consumer know when the different service intervals are coming up. The benefit to the consumer mainly with this particular item is that it's letting you know the oil life of your car. When the oil life gets to around 15%, it's going to let you know via a warning that that 15% has now been hit and it's time to maybe think about changing your oil soon. It will keep reminding you up to the point where it gets down to 0 when you really should change your oil. The benefit of this, of course, is to extend the life of the oil. By doing that, we're not making that oil change way too quickly and then maybe it doesn't need to be done. We're doing it when it should be done, and thereby extending that life of that oil product and utilizing it to the best of its ability. As you can see, we're standing here with the Honda Clarity. The hybrid models that Honda makes are, of course, very integral into the future and the technology of what Honda is doing, and some of the things that maybe you don't know that I've spoken about in other videos. Honda, with their electric motors, have 0 rare earth metals in those motors. Again, it's just a little point, but it shows that Honda's being as environmentally friendly as possible and also conscious of what they're doing when they're building these kind of vehicles. And it's another point of pride for us. Another point that is quite interesting is that Honda's very focused on cutting down the VOCs, or volatile organic compounds, inside the vehicle. That sometimes gives you the new car smell, which sometimes people either like or hate depending on the person. It's very, very polarizing, of course. And Honda's very focused on limiting to that as much as they possibly can. So we're actually known as a manufacturer that has some of the lowest VOCs of any of the car manufacturers. The Honda lineup is amongst the most fuel efficient of any of the car brands in Canada. It's being such a big point for us to have such an environmental company, a great manufacturer, and a very conscious manufacturer. Again, another point of pride for us, and we're very proud to sell, provide, and show the Honda product as much as we possibly can. Well, thank you for taking the time to watch this video with us today. I hope you learned a thing or two about Honda's environmental ideas is and where they're going with some of the initiatives that they're continuing to push along with, and of course the amount of pride that we have to present this product and to show you when you come in and see us. So thank you for taking the time. Again, David from Campus Honda, come down and see us when you're ready.